Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Was the Elder Son of Sasuke Sarutobi? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted story. Now, before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Shadow Company for suggesting this idea. He suggested this idea over the Discord, and yeah, moving onwards, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in the era of clan wars, when clans had freedom as well as independency and fought against one another to show their dominance, power over the other, or to just steal the resources as well as jutsus of the other clan. The prime examples of such acts were those of Yugas, Uzumakis, as well as Senjus and Uchihas, who fought against one another until they formed an alliance. But amongst all these big clans was an underdog of a clan who was not huge in numbers like the rest, but has produced quite quality of both male and female warriors who was able to dominate in battlefield. And amongst them rose and became the leader was Sasuke Sarutobi, a young man who was not only able to get the monkey clan to become its summoning partner, but also become the first sage of it, being able to tap into the abilities of one monkey king himself. But unfortunately, he was not able to lift his staff that he used himself, or the legend stated that he used. And as the time went on, the clan warring era was reaching its end. But like the others, the Sarutobi clan also had its own common enemy, and that enemy was the Kamizoru clan, the clan from the land of Earth, who was known as quite a dominant clan there because of their abilities to manipulate insects and cause many assassinations because of the poison that they made their insect carry. As now we see, currently Sasuke Sarutobi was also training his son, who was his firstborn, his elder son, Naruto Sarutobi. Naruto had black hair and blue eyes, and tannish skin, as he would train with his father and even surpass him at the age of 8, and would even participate in many of the raids that were done by the Sarutobi clan in order to make Kamizoru clan influence weaken on the land of fire. That is all until we see the young boy met across his own rival from the said clan. She was the daughter of the leader of the said clan. Her name was Chizuru, and she, like her father, was quite prominent in using the insects as well. But not only that, she also had dust and particle release, a Kekigenkai that she inherited and was able to use at maximum capability. But as the two fought, as time went on, something between them began to spark as well, and that something turned into, well, them meeting in secrecy and developing a relationship away from the hatred of their clan as well. As now we see, it was almost the end of the clan warring era as Sasuke Sarutobi was able to establish a peace treaty with the other clans of the Land of Fire, and soon a nation, a village where all the clans peacefully could reside without any tug of war happening between them for power and influence, could go around. It was a perfect idea, and hence the first ever shinobi village was created. As currently we see, Naruto and Chizuru were meeting. What do you think, Chizuru? You think there will be peace now? You and I met on battlefield, Naruto. We fought alongside one another, and have killed many of one another's friends and family members. And yet we were able to develop some sort of feelings for one another. Yeah, I guess you're right. But when do you think this will all end? One thing is for sure, my father detests you because he realizes that I might have been affected by you because of your continuous flirting while we were battling. He's becoming suspicious. Uh, sorry about that. You know, a bad habit of mine. Geez, Naruto, you really are out there to, ruin this, aren't you? No, I won't ruin this. I promise. Not at least for you. You're the only one for me. How can I be so sure? Now that there is peace, there might be some treachery going around for your marriage and whatnot. Listen, if that is how it is to be, then I will leave my clan and that village. For you, so that we can leave, if you're ready. As Chizuru's eyes widen, you would do that for me. Yes, but I can't, Naruto. What? Why? My little brother, Honiki, was born, and we have lost our mother in a battle. And because of that, I I can't leave him. That is why I was here to tell you. Maybe it is for the best if we don't meet. Chizuru, you can't be serious. I even brought this ring for you. I can't accept it, Naruto. It pains me, as Chizuru was in tears, shaking badly as Naruto gave her a hug. Hey, hey, it's fine, it's fine. I will hold back as well, as much as it is needed. I hope that the solution we were able to come up with, your village, is also formed soon, and maybe then there will be a peace treaty. Who knows, Naruto? Maybe there never will be peace. Not in at least our time. Hey, there will be. Didn't I tell you that? As Naruto gave her a kiss. As that is when Naruto then said, if you don't want to keep this, then no, don't throw it away. I will keep this. I am forever yours, Naruto. Always remember that. And I am forever yours, Chizuru. As two enemies turned lovers, had to keep this a secret, but because of the differences of their clan and because of the responsibilities of the era that they were in, they had to part, but always keep one another in heart. As now we see, after that day, Naruto and Chizuru never met, but one thing was evident. Naruto put his heart and soul into training so much so that he became quite dominant and was now rivaling the power and strength of the up and coming new Hokage as well as Shadow Hokage. As currently we see Hashirama, Tobirama, as well as Madara were all training one another alongside with Izuna, as Naruto was tackling them all on their own in the Sage mode, as the head ornament of the Sun Wukong was present on his forehead, as well as he was in the Sage mode, making his eye more teal blue, as he was using the real staff of this Sun Wukong himself that could grow to extreme lengths and could produce great accuracy in attack. Naruto's personality was similar to him as well, and this made him almost impossible to catch because of his flexibility as well as his agility with that staff. I must say, using such tricks, you are able to match us. I can fight you with my bare fist as well, Madara-san. Is that so? As Madara took it as a challenge, and so a taijutsu battle broke out between the two, and Madara was also left beaten, to an extent that he was the one who fell down to one of his knees first, and he was shocked, and almost getting serious until Naruto also grabbed his staff and got serious. As Hashirama intervened, you don't need to get serious, you two. What the hell is wrong with you? This is a sparring session, not a war. I guess old habits die hard, Hashirama. I'm impressed, kid. Even though you are similar to Izuna's and Tobirama's age, you certainly have quite great strength. That is correct. I do. As Hashirama then said, you have great technique, Naruto. And if guided properly, you will soon surpass us. That is the aim here. Surpass everyone. As after that we see, Naruto's staff turned so small that he placed it inside his ear, and then he began to walk, as the head ornament disappeared as well, returning his eyes back to blue. As Sasuke Sarutobi was waiting for him back at the clan compound, Naruto, I heard from one of our shinobis that you have been acting weird. Why is that, my son? You're soon going to marry into the Yuga clan, and we will have an alliance with them. I won't marry. What? What do you mean? I said I won't marry. There is someone I like. Is that the girl from the Kamizoro clan? The one who you met at the battlefield? How do you know? Because I can see it in your eyes, boy. You have a longing for her. But know this that Kamizaru clan hates us because of the past, and they have one bad thing of keeping the grudge to heart. And because of that, even if you try, even if we all try, there's no way possible for you two to meet. Then I won't marry, father. And I'm sorry to say that you won't be able to become a clan head. I don't need to become one. If you wish to, then I will leave this clan as well. Do you think I'm some sort of a monster to even say that to you, my child? No, you are more than welcome to stay. But as the rules and regulations suggest, you must marry to become a clan head so that you can produce a clan here. Then let's leave that to Hiruzen. What do you mean, Nisan? Said a young Hiruzen who was there as well. You'll be the clan head. I'll watch over you and train you myself. And so what followed suit was Naruto training Hiruzen himself until the first Great Shinobi War, when Hiruzen was again in broke out, as Naruto was also in charge of this, and their enemy was Eva, as well as the others. And that was the day, in the midst of the battle, while Naruto was sweeping away left and right his enemies, as he over his shoulder had flung over his staff, then said, "Is that all you got?" And here I thought I will be entertained after such a long time. It seems that all of the clans combined can even match my might. Is that so? Said a voice as the earth was turned soft where she landed, wearing the new armor as well as the headband like he was. Chizuru. Said Naruto. Naruto. As inside her neck Naruto saw the ring. It's good to meet you again. How long has it been? A few years. But you know I must fight to protect my brother. Yes, yes I know. So must I. As both of them clashed once more, but behind those clashes, one could tell was emotions. As now we see, Naruto witnessed that his brother, who was also present there because of some stupidity act of him, was also there alongside with Oniki. As both of the shinobis were charging to aim and kill the other, to weaken the other so that their person could win, the Eva was supporting Chizuru while Konoha was supporting Naruto, as now we see both of them jumped in front of Oniki as well as Hiruzen. Chizuru was the one protecting Hiruzen, while Naruto was the one protecting Oniki. Why? Said Oniki. I liked your sister, kid. I really loved her. And whoever she loves is someone I will protect. And the same words in unison were said by Chizuru on the other side. Naruto was stabbed by more than 80 kunais in the back, and same could be said for Chizuru. Everyone halted their attacks. Everything stopped, as now we see. Naruto and Chizuru moved towards one another, as Naruto then said, as Chizuru stumbled, "Don't. You can't die before me, Chizuru. Please. I won't be able to bear it. You think I will? I won't be able to bear it as well if you died now, you idiot. There's no way in hell I'll be able to close my eyes in peace knowing that I'll let you die." And so, Naruto then said with a smile, "I have an idea. How about we both close our eyes?" As he brought his lips closer to her and kissed her, as both of them hugging one another while kissing died on the battlefield. It was impossible because of the sheer strength of the grip to separate them. In order to honor them, both Eva and Konoha ceased fire, and the first conflict came to an end that took the lives of two of the greatest rivals, lovers, whose love for one another was immortal, to the point that they were even buried there together, as a shrine was made, because their love was believed to be something that was eternal, even by Eva as well as Konoha standards, who even still hated one another, but would respect that place as a common ground. And so time began to pass by, as we go to present, where we see Hiruzen Sarutobi was standing inside the academy, and his brother's name was being mentioned by Iruka Amino, as currently the next generation was being taught. The next generation, almost after 70 years of his brother's passing. As he risen then sighed and said, I'm proud of each and every one of you, of how far you have come. My brother was a great man, a man with his own goal and mind, and his own set of rules that he placed and set on himself, and he followed through with them. I want you to make such goals for yourself, and make sure you follow through, no matter what they are, especially you, Menma. Said Hiruzen too, Menma Uzumaki, who was quite a prodigy like his father, who was the fourth Hokage, who unfortunately with his wife had perished on the Kyubi attack night, almost 13 years ago, and left the poor boy orphaned. As now we see, many things have happened as Hiruzen has returned back to his office now, as he was reminiscing. After his brother died, and the shrine was built, the peace lasted only for a few months before the first great shinobi war broke out again. And it was, this time around, 3 clans, 3 villages against 2. But even then, with the help of Uzumakis, who joined in the right time to Konoha's side, they were able to defeat them. And then, there was the second great shinobi war, in which Hiruzen lost most of his clan alongside with his sensei Tobirama. After suffering huge losses, Hiruzen thought that maybe now he was the Kage there will be chances of peace, but that too was destroyed with the third great shinobi war. But then, a new hero emerged, Minato Namikaze, who was somewhat kind but resembled Naruto in terms of strength and goals and mindset. Minato even confirmed himself that he wished to name his son Naruto, but because of the name that weighed, as well as because of the legend that Naruto left behind, it was impossible to do so. So he did not. As now we see, currently Hiruzen was reminiscing, while there was an honorary picture amongst the pictures of the Kage of his brother, Nisan. Do you think I'm doing a great job as a Kage? You know, funny thing, if you hadn't died that day in the battle, you would have been the one to become the current Kage. And I would have been the most happiest I could have ever been. You're talking to yourself again, old friend, said Danzo Shimura as he entered. No, said Hiruzen wiping his tears away. Just reminiscing about my brother. Yes, Naruto-sama was one of the most greatest and prominent shinobi of Konoha. But he too was infected by emotions that cost him his life. It wasn't his emotions that affected him. It was his own decision. He protected Oniki, who goes on to become the most greatest rival of yours, as well as the one who is the most instigator against Konoha. Even still, what he does, he has great respect for my brother, and so does Eva for what my brother has done. He didn't kill a single one of them. He was just playing around with them, and they respect power when they see it. And like them, we also respect Chizuru, who protected me at the time. You were there, didn't you? Yes. Yes, I was. Kind of poetic, isn't it? 2 enemies protecting their own enemies against their own families, and dying, holding each other into their arms. Something out of a fairy tale, it seems like. Emotions at those moments were quite honest. When you hated one, you knew and let them knew that you hated them. When you loved someone, you let everyone knew you loved them, including them. And that is how it was with them. Not like now, when we always have to be careful to look underneath the underneath to see if the emotions are real or not. And so, now we see time begin to pass by, as on the other side in Eva, the same legend was being taught to the generation of Kurotsuchi and much more. As in the council we see, Akatsuchi and the others then said, we should remove the name of Naruto Sarutobi, a Konoha shinobi, from the roster after what Minato Namikaze had done. We have been saying this over and over again, Oniki-sama, and yet you have been doing nothing. Or have you forgotten that Kamizoto clan has almost faded because of the Konoha as well as Minato no Mikaze? Even if that is to be, Naruto Sarutobi showed us compassion, showed me compassion, and my sister showed compassion to them, to Hiruzen. Even though we hate one another, we must respect that place. Do you want us to tear down that shrine that was built there? No. That is a prominent spot. A spot that is where our couples go to wed, because they believe that their love will be eternal, like the two of them, who sacrificed so much for their clan and villages. That is what I'm trying to say. If Naruto, Sarutobi, and my sister Chizuru would have been alive and married, many things would have been different. Many of these deaths that have been caused would have been prevented. But they chose to sacrifice themselves to protect us, who could have died back then, me and Hiruzen. You wanna know why? Because the people back then were the ones who were instigating, craving for war over the other one. This has suddenly caused great impact on me. Over the courses of year, the decisions I made was out of pure hatred towards Konoha and what it has done. But now I realize that I'm old, what kind of mistakes I have made. It is time that we put aside our differences and try to find a peaceful way. But how can we? A lot of deaths were made by Minato, and you wish to for the same for the future so that we can go ahead and kill one another. And when does this cycle end? You tell me, when will it end? How much blood should we shed before it ends? You want to fill the rivers to no end with until they turn red? Is that what you want? As there was heavy silence, no matter how much we tried to deny that, they have left an impression on everyone, each and every one. And because of their union, we must realize that we are walking on a disastrous path if we continue to hate Konoha instead of avoiding them and looking towards our own future, instead of continuously focusing on hating them. That is the main cause of our situation as we are. Our hatred, our curse to hate the person who has done us wrong. As after that we see time begin to pass by, everything went as in canon all the way until the fourth great shinobi war in Akage Summit was announced, as Tsunade Senju was present, since Hiruzen Sarutobi had died in a battle many years ago, fighting against his student. And not only that, the other Kages were also present, Gaara, as well as Mei Terumi, and Oniki, the only one from that generation, as Madara Uchiha arrived, revealed himself, and declared fourth great shinobi war on them. Obviously, Madara had some aces up his sleeve. On the day of the war, he brought back from dead not only Madara Uchiha, but also many of the other Kages from both Iwa, Kumo, and Kiri. But they were not alone, because Orochimaru, who was sided with the alliance, then was about to bring back the Kages in its own right. The four Kages were revived, from Hashirama, Tobirama, Hiruzen Sarutobi, all the way to Minato no Mikaze were revived. As Hiruzen, who was shocked to find out that he was revived and what was going on, then said, "We need to bring them back." Who? What are you speaking of, monkey? You know who I am speaking of, sensei. You know, let the two of them rest. At least the two of them should not be disturbed. Said Tobirama. Who are you speaking of, Hiruzen-sama? Said Minato. My brother. If he's on our side, we might be able to win this one. And so, Orochimaru got the idea. While the four Kages went and delayed Madara becoming the second coming of the Sage of the Sixth Path, after he devastated the whole Shinobi Alliance forces, we see Madara was declaring himself to be the strongest, as he was about to cast the Moon Eye Plan, Genjutsu, until a bow staff landed on top of his head, causing him to fall face first to the ground, and someone landed on his back. As then the person recalled the staff into his hand, as he slumped it over his shoulder and walked away as Madara got up, as his eyes widened. You, how can this be? You died. From what I have heard, so did you, Madara. And yet here you are. You're one tough hell of a son of a bitch who won't stay dead, don't you? You will pay for this, Naruto Sarutobi. I will pay you back for the insolence that you caused me 10 times now. Ah, so what? You got an upgrade. But you forgot something. What? So did I. No matter how much you try, I won't feel tired or die now this time around. So, it's time to cause some havoc and destruction. And so what followed suit was a legend that was now present in front of them in his sage mode. But even then, everyone felt that Madara was overpowering him. Even him, until Naruto then said, Wow, you certainly have gotten quite stronger, Madara. I must say this. I am the sage now. There's nothing you can do, Naruto. You are dead and you should remain dead. And let this world be destroyed? You think I am stupid, Madara? No matter how many times I would have to come back to beat your ass, I will, in order to save this whole world. And so now we see Naruto then said, I have a gift for you, something I haven't used. As Naruto looked up into the heavens as thunder was booming there, and lo and behold, thunder crashed down directly onto his body, as old Hiruzen Sarutobi then said, Nissan! And when it vanished, we see Naruto was standing there. His hair was glowing with a brownish hue, as he was wearing the traditional armor of Sun Wukong. And the staff had changed as well from the stony shade that it was before in to brown and gold, making it look royal. As Naruto then said, Meet Sun Wukong in flesh himself. Let's even the odds now. The guy who fought the heavens versus you, the so-called sage of the sixth path. Let's see who wins. And once the battle broke out this time around, not only Naruto defeated the Ten Tails alone with his staff as well as his attacks of fire techniques as well as his bare fists and whatnot, but also defeated Madara, beating him to the ground as Oniki and the rest of Eva and the others were witnessing all the while with shocking events. I must say I'm quite surprised, Oniki-chan. You certainly have grown quite old. Hey, who are you calling him a grandpa old? I mean, he is an old snot, but he's not that old. Huh, you became a grandpa. Nay-san. As that is when we see Oniki's granddaughter, Kurtasuchi, was taken aback. Chizuru Nei-san. Chizuru Abasama? Hey, kid, don't call me that. It's weird for me to even hear that. I'm not that old. I died young. So hence I am young. You didn't change one bit. Of course not. You silly goose, why would I? As Oniki was in tears, meeting his sister once more. I always wanted to meet you. You become the Tsuchikage, huh? You were able to achieve my dream. I'm proud of you, little brother. And I'm proud of my husband over there as well. Husband? But you two never married. Yeah, but it pretty much signifies that we are. I mean, this ring that I wear does. The ring that she was still wearing around her neck. As now we see, Naruto then said, Honey, need your help over here. Can you help me out? And so, using her particle as well as earth release in a way that was much more devastating than even Onigi, she displayed her power. Are these two really the legends that we heard of? Yes, said A. Looking towards the shinobis, these two are in a league of their own. Said Mei. It's amazing, to be honest. As even Tsunade was impressed, and so were the others. And after defeating all of them, we see that Naruto and as well as the other Kages begin to cast hand seals, as that is when Menma jumped in. Wait, Menma? What are you doing here? Said Minato. Quite a nice name, I must say. What was your name again? Minato, sir. Minato no Mikaze, the fourth Hokage. Ah, fourth Hokage, huh? Who's the fifth? It's me, sir. Who are you? I'm Tsunade Senju, granddaughter of Hashirama Senju. Wait, what? Hashirama Nisan became grandpa? Geez, you died young. You and you expect us to not have a family or whatnot? Said Hashirama, looking quite a bit sad with a cloud on his head. Why are you looking sad of having me? Enough, said Hiruzen. Nisan, stop playing around and stop joking. It's time for us to seal him. As Menma then said, me and Sasuke will. As Menma and Sasuke used the sun and the moon seal to seal not only Zetsu, Ten-Tail Husk, as well as Madara, away near the sun, far away from even Kaguya's reach, to make sure and to solidify that they won't cause any more destruction or damage here, and there was nowhere for them to get back here. And just to add in a bonus, I made sure I made a super nice chakra suppressor so that they won't try to use chakra to break free. Nice going there, Nissan. Wow, it's kind of weird hearing an old monkey to say that to me. What do you mean, monkey? They've been calling you monkey, so gonna call you now monkey as well. Of course you will. As that is when we see Asuma Sarutobi arrive there. Dad? Asuma. You're... Dad, said Naruto looking towards Asuma, and then Hiruzen. You married. He's your son, and my... Yes, he's your nephew. Asuma, how did you... Well, I died protecting my students. As Naruto then arrived near him, alongside with Hiruzen, and placed a hand on his shoulder. You made us proud. Certainly your father and your grandfather. You think so? Yes. Certainly, why not? As that is when we see Konohamaru arrive there. Oh, there's more? I'm now happy to hear that. As that is when we see Konohamaru met with his family, especially the legend that he has been hearing growing up. His icon, that he wanted to be. Like his Aniki wanted to be the fourth, he wanted to be like Naruto Sarutobi. I wanted to be like you. Naruto Oji-san. Wow, it is kind of weird to hear that, but I guess you can call me that since it's been a long time since I have been dead. You know what? How about I put you to the right path, kid? Here, as Naruto summoned the Monkey Elder. What happened to you? Weren't you the Monkey King? I am an elder now, Naruto. What do you expect? Said the said monkey, bonking him on the head. Ow, that still hurts, you know that? Listen, I want you to train this boy so that he might be able to carry on the will of the Wukong. Because I can see it. Like I could, he could as well. Do you think so, Nisan? Of course, I believe in him. Isn't that right, Konohamaru? Of course. As now we see, everyone had an emotional reunion. As Naruto then arrived in front of Oniki. I'm happy to see that you have grown quite nice, kid. Why did you save me that day? You could have saved your brother. I knew she was going to save my brother. Because I could read her like an open book. Huh. Like you could ever. I told you pretty much I was going to save your while you saved mine. Wait, what? Said Onigi, as well as Hiruzen. Yeah. That is what happened. And that is what in reality happened, actually. Wow. And they say you should meet your legends. So it was by choice that you decided to save him and you decided to save me. Yeah. We were nearby you guys, so we decided to save you. But I guess it left a mark on your life, isn't it? Yeah, in a sense it did. I'm happy for it. Just make sure that the peace is preserved. There is no more war and there is no more unnecessary death. Isn't that right? As many shook their head because this dude just appeared out of nowhere and defeated Madara like it was another play date for him. And Madara was in his full power until Naruto revealed his full power. As Hashirama then said, as much as we would like to stay, Naruto, Chizuru, you guys do know that we must return back to our world, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. It was nice meeting you all again. And my extended family as well. Oh man, I just wish we could have at least had a kid or something. I mean, he would have been grown nice and had his own family. You know what? You're right. Maybe that would have happened. Wait, you're leaving, said Oniki. Obviously, we have to, Haniki. We do not belong into this world. And so, Naruto and Chizuru kissed once more as they began to fade alongside all the other Kages. As after that day, the shrine of Naruto and Chizuru was the most hot spot for visitation by everyone. A love so strong and eternal that it went beyond boundaries of age and time itself, even century. The people were inspired, and many went to their shrine to get married. All the while, the peace in elemental nation, because of that, and their words began to establish to the point that it was now unbreakable. And soon there was no war going on around there ever again. All thanks to Naruto, who saved the world again, even in his death. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. I thought, why not make it kind of a poetic like story? So yeah, here it is. I hope you enjoyed this one, Shadow, and most of you guys. I'll see you in the Meta What If channel in a bit, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!